And I was just speaking with someone who was visiting here from England, and they were actually visiting the Empire State Building when this occurred. And I want you to hear from her in one moment. She says that there was actually a proposal going on while this climb to the top was happening. And I want to bring her in now. Julie, tell me what was going on at the Empire State Building when you were visiting.
We were right up the top, and I could see two people open the gate of the mesh. It was a mesh gate. They opened the gate and they went up to the top. So somebody said, "Oh, are you allowed up the top?" And he said, the security guard said, "No, nobody's allowed up the top." But because I'd seen them go up, I just assumed that they were allowed up there. So.
And were they wearing masks at the time?
No, they were wearing no.
Okay, and after they went up, did you see the security guard chase after them?
No, because he didn't know they'd gone up. He didn't know. No, nobody knew they went up.
Okay, and you said this is your second day in New York. You were celebrating your husband's birthday.
Yeah.
When did you realize that they had gone to the top?
Well, when we came out and we could see everything cornered off, that's when we realised that there was somebody that had gone up the top, and I had seen them go.
What do you think about all of this?
Well, people are saying he's proposing, but I don't think, it's a very risky thing to do.
And when did they evacuate you?
They didn't. We come out ourselves.
Okay, so as this was going on, no one from the Empire State Building told you to leave?
No, because only then the police came and they were cornering everything off.
Okay, and Julie, tell us your name again?
Julie Morris.
And you're visiting from South Wales?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. What an interesting time to be visiting here in New York City. Thank you so much for your time. And I want to draw your guys' attention back to the front of the Empire State Building. You can see the ambulance doors are open. I don't know if they're getting ready to do something, but everyone here is keeping a close eye as we wait for these two people to come down out of the Empire State Building. Lots of police here, lots of emergency vehicles. They've closed off the sidewalk right in front of the Empire State Building. And you heard her say they went past security. The security guard told them no one is allowed up there. So we're waiting to learn more about how this happened. We've reached out to the Empire State Building for comment, and we're waiting to hear back. I'll send it back to you guys for now.
Lisa, is the person you interviewed, Julie, still there? I'm curious. I had a question for her if she is.
She is here, but she's doing another interview right now because her account was very captivating.
Yeah, she seems like she saw it firsthand.
When she's done.
All
she's
right.
now very popular here among the crowd because she saw something a lot of people didn't see.
Yeah, we'll check back in with you in a bit. I want to go back to John Cleary quickly. John, I'm not sure if you were able to hear Lisa's live report and the witness who just weighed in on seeing these two climbers bypass security, asking, are we able to go up here? The security guard says no. She says they climbed through a hatch. From what we heard from you earlier, though, it sounded like there were multiple layers of security that they were somehow able to breach. Is that correct?
I would think so, because that hatch is locked most of the time. We need to get the building guys to come up with keys and
is there a reason it would be unlocked? Sorry to interrupt. I'm just curious. Is there a reason that they would leave it unlocked?
I can't see a reason unless somebody was doing work up there. No, I don't see a reason for that. It should have been locked.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
We were just seeing that the police, it looks like they had met up with these folks. I'm just wondering how long it's going to take them to come down, because it seems like they just need to hit the elevator and then come down.
Yeah, but I'm sure they have a lot of questions.
Yes, I'm guessing.
We're not sure whether they'll do that there or if they'll take them down to the precinct. We also saw the ambulance because, as we had been discussing with Glenn earlier, that radiation is strong. They were up there for 36 minutes, roughly, in the heat and breathing in and absorbing all that radiation. I'm sure that a medical evaluation will be in order. But again, two people in custody after climbing the Empire State Building starting around noon today, raising a flag at the very top of this radio and TV transmission tower, the very tippy top of the antenna. As you can see, Jim Smith flying there to show you just how far up in the air that is. They were able somehow miraculously to stay up there for about 30 minutes before climbing down, met by NYPD officers, but not before they had a proposal, so apparently they are now engaged and they are also in custody.
And they get to go to jail together.
Yes, they
How about
do.
that? No, but you know, when we were taking a close-up of the top of the spire, I think with them not there, it's so clear how thin that ladder was. I mean, just like little wires to get to the very top, and they were hanging out up there for a long time, waving that flag around. And again, the flag saying, when the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace. And then coming down and proposing and doing the whole social media thing, which just ridiculous.
I think when we first started this coverage, at least I assumed that this may have been some sort of an activist.
Yep.
I don't think that I had any idea that this would be a proposal. John, while we have you, just one more time. I know you've climbed to the top of this tower. You are professionally trained to do so. But that very tippy top of the antenna, even though you have the harnesses, how difficult is that to get to the very top? With someone not wearing any sort of security gear, can you imagine how they would navigate all of those prongs?
My palms would be pretty sweaty with no safety gear. It's a pretty strenuous climb right there because it's just a free climb. You're out in the open. There's wind. There's the weather. Like you said before, it could be hot. That metal gets hot.
Right.
Unless they were wearing gloves, I didn't really see what they were wearing. But yeah, it's a strenuous climb that last couple of feet up there. I think they're out of their minds.